Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Lupin the third, the woman called Fujiko Mine, episode number 4 reaction. So the previous episode was the episode where we got to meet Goemon for the first time, and Goemon was involved in like a mission to assassinate someone, but in the end, when he realizes that the people who hired him tried to double cross him, he switched team. And obviously Fujiko was there as well, trying to get her hands on some treasure and stuff. And by the end of it, she decides to actually like give up one part of the treasure because of the children, you know, to save them. And then luckily she was able to get another treasure that she always wanted. That was like a, I think like a belt or like a something like that. And the king, like that guy gave it to her, and she like kept it after that. So yeah, in the end, it did work out in her favor. She did get something, but it was nice to see her actually forgiving, for forsaking her like treasure to save the children. And and then Goemon and Fujiko like confronts each other in the end, and stuff like that. So yeah, that was the first, I guess, meeting between Fujiko and Goemon. So let's see what happens in today's episode. This is episode 4. Let's begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Who's that? Whoa. What? Right. What the? What's happening here? What? What's happening here? Oh my god. Wait, this is. Oh, is that guy or guy? A girl? I don't know. Oscar. That's the name. Right. Bruh. Wait. I've heard his or her. I'm not really sure if that's a boy or a girl. Voice somewhere. Oh my god. That was okay. Bruh. Yo. Okay. Right. Ayan Maya. Who? Oh, that mask. The one we saw in the beginning? Soprano. Huh. Oh, is that why she wears a mask? Poison. Oh, that's. Oh. Okay, never mind. That wasn't the mask we saw in the beginning. Courtship gift from Hans. I'm gonna take the. Oh, okay. Right, that makes sense. Obviously, if there's a treasure to be taken, Rupan will be there. Yeah, I feel like Fujiko's just going to take it and. Which is true, I guess. What the? Come on, man. he just. He was. Okay, Oscar is just. There you go. That's Fujiko. Okay, and that might be Lupin. I don't know, man. Like, Lupin in disguise. Mm. Ah. Forget your past by washing it away. Don't get caught in the shadows. Ah. Hmm. Well, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Prop master. Oh, there she is. Hmm. Whoa. Damn. The security. No, wait. Is that the? Oh no, that's Rupan. Okay. I was like, what type of security? Oh boy. Painter and then. Wait. Is that an actual horse? Oh no, never mind. That's not an actual horse. Whoa! Is that Rupan inside? Yep. Oh my god. Come on, continue the play. Yeah, my horse actually took off. So yeah, let's ignore that. Whoa. Oh my god. What the hell? Wait, what? How did she scream before? No, that wasn't Rupa. Why? How did she scream before the thing? Yeah, that is not Rupan. Oh, it's the ghost! Tosca is my. Oh my god. Oh, is this the Phantom of the Opera? Like, like that kind of. Oh wow, she's continuing that. That is crazy. I guess otherwise everyone will freak out. Like she salvaged the situation. Everyone's thinking it's part of the play now. Beautifulness. Well. Hmm. Yeah. Well, there's a big possibility that you are the ghost. Actually, he's actually talking about the ghost the most. So I don't know. Anyone can be the ghost. Like, oh no, Fujiko. But how? What about the singing? Okay, but like, yeah. Oh, she's not. Oh, that's why he. Oh my god. he checked whether he. Oh my god, whether she has the pitch for it. Oh. Okay, yeah, it's him, isn't it? The Phantom. Oh, okay. So Ayan's going to sing. Oh, I was wondering. Like, even if they have the same pitch, okay, she cannot sing. Right. Whoa, wait. What's happening? Hello? The curtain is still not. It's Rupan. It's Rupan, isn't it? Wait, there's a cage? Is that a cage? Yeah, it's kind of like a cage. Oh no, that's the phantom. Oh no, that's not Rupan. That's the phantom, I'm guessing. I thought it was Rupan who did that. Never mind. Oh, she's back. Like the original. Huh. Move to the fifth taped marker. It's Rupan. Using a proper. Oh, made it look like her life was in danger. I see. I was wondering how did she like dodge that? Like she it seemed as if mm, damn. Bruh. Wait, what? Wait, be okay. Oh. Damn. Oh my god, all the yeah. Okay, so what is underneath? I put a device in. Damn. There you go. Yep. Nora. Ah. That's why the mask. He just told her name. She just told her, like her his name. Oh my god. Great. He still doesn't call him Pops like Zenigata. Yeah. Wow. Oh boy. With that dress, she cannot run. Oh, nice. Yeah, he doesn't care about the mask. Yeah. Whoa, damn. Damn. His ancestors and like they have like a whole history. Wait, water? Oh, it lets your what did he say? It lets your uh washes away your past. Damn! What is this? Whoa! What the hell is this Madoka Magica kind of like what? Ah, wait, is that the Phantom? Oh my god! Wait, what? Wait, nah, man. Oh, I was like, how is that possible? What the hell? He keeps like a blood like pouch, bruh. Yeah. Oh my god, what is this? Oh no, yeah, yeah, it's him. Whoa, what the? Wait, who's that? This two? Oh wait, that's the actual Ian. Yeah. Hello, what's happening here? Um, right. Oh wow, wait, was she was living here or something? Wait, did he not know that Ian was here? Oh no, he also. Oh, and that's why he made like a fake Ion. I see. Wait, so that was oh my god, that is crazy. Wow. I wasn't expecting that though. Damn, he's tall. I just realized. He's tall. No, but now it's all out. Graveyard. They have a whole family underneath. Hmm. No, no, just give it to Fujiko. Hello? What the? Oh my god. Yeah? After all of this? Bro, this is weird, man. I guess not. But, there's something a little bit, like the way. You know what? Whatever. I guess they're happy, so, why not? That was crazy. I wasn't expecting like her actually burning her own face. Like up until that part, I kind of realized that it was him. That guy being the Phantom of the Opera. The actual Lion coming in, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that she burned her own face just so that she could live together with him. And like, so these were unexpected, but a few things I was able to like predict. But yeah, that twist in the end was crazy, where she actually burned her face just so that she could like live together with him underneath the stage. Hmm. Hmm. Is that it? Yeah. All right. Okay. That was this episode. I have to say, this episode was probably the best one out of all the four. We've barely watched four episodes, but out of all the previous episodes, this one probably was the best. It had a lot of things, unexpected things, a lot of twists and turns, and it was interesting. It was very interesting. Um, and there's a few things, like I said, I was able to predict. There's a few things that completely caught me off guard, like the whole. I was able to understand that that guy, that guy, he was the Phantom, like the ghost of the opera. However, I wasn't expecting that there would be two of them, you know, and the original Iron would be living here as well, and like they would know each other, and they would be like all these things I wasn't expecting. Also, I wasn't expecting her to actually have burnt her own face, and yeah, stuff like this. So yeah, it was interesting. There was a few predictable things, you know, which obviously I feel like it enhances the experience because unless and until it's easy for you to predict like what's happening. Not easy, I would say, but it's obvious for you to predict. It's kind of like like it always like I've seen like a lot of shows kind of having like overly complicated like situations which like go over your head so much that you're like really just confused, and in the end you'll have to properly little by little understand what's going on. It's fun in one way, but in another way, in my opinion, like like have giving like a plot should be which can be somewhat predictable at least. Yeah, obviously not the whole plot should be predictable, that'll make it boring, but somewhat predictable, but there at the same time there would be like a lot of unpredictable portions as well. This episode had a good balance of it, like yeah, it had its predictable moments, it had its very like unpredictable moments, got me completely off guard, and yeah, overall, yeah, it was a solid episode. And okay, so this episode we get to see Fujiko going to the opera, and trying to lure out Rupan, which Zenigata obviously was wanting. So here was like a few people had like different people had different goals here. Uh, Obviously, Rupan's goal was to get his hands on the mask. So that was Rupan's goal. Fujiko's goal was to again get her hands on the mask. Zenigata's goal was to use Fujiko to lure Rupan out so that he could get his hands on Rupan. So like each had their own goal, and like they were working towards it, and like yeah, and then there was the whole, okay, one thing I need to check. I'm not really that much familiar with the story of Phantom of the Opera. Was this episode like like influenced by Phantom of the Opera or something? Wait a minute, let me check. Story of Phantom of Opera, because they were calling him the ghost of the opera and everything. So oh yeah, it was. The Phantom of the Opera tells the tale of a disfigured musical genius who haunts the Paris Opera Hall. Mesmerized by the tales and beauty of the young soprano Christine, yeah, the Phantom lures her as his protege and falls fiercely in love with. Oh, it is okay. You know what? Yeah, it is kind of, I guess. Like with the whole disfigured like face, and like the protege falling in love with her and all that. It's very similar. Um, Okay, you know what? Let me look at this a little bit more. Phantom of the Opera summary. Um, just a minute. Okay, Phantom of the Opera, beautiful classic novel that has exclusive. Book is about a Parisian opera house that is haunted by mysterious and alluring phantom. The phantom falls in love with soprano Christine Day, which causes a ton of trouble for the opera house. It's a story from. Okay. Anything else? Just a minute. Right. Uh, Tale of a disfigured musical genius who haunts the Paris Opera House. Mesmerized by the talents and beauty of young soprano Christine, the phantom lures her as a protege, falls fiercely in love with her. When Christine's childhood sweetheart comes back into her life, the phantom's obsession sets the scene for a dramatic turn of events where jealousy, madness, and passions collide. Oh, I see. Yeah, so it is, I guess you could say it is kind of similar to that. Here obviously you could see the lady, the Ion, I think that, yeah, that was her name. She had her like face like burned off, that is why she was wearing the mask, and she was kind of the phantom if you think about it. At the same time, the person that she loved, who was the reason why she burned her face, was also the phantom, and he was acting as the phantom like, like to kind of scare people off so that they don't get close to the whole situation, while at the same time she, like that girl Nora or something like that was her name, she made her the like what's it called, the one who replaced Ion. Yeah, and she had the mask, always had the mask on her face, and and that is why the Phantom tried at his best to stop her from revealing her identity. In case it gets revealed, it'll be a problem. So that is what he was doing. That is why he was always like, "Oh, Ion's mask should not be taken out. Should not be taken out, because if that happens, everything will be out. The whole secret. Like, so that will be a problem." So yeah, and that's what happened. So yeah, it was kind of similar to the Phantom of the Opera, but not everything was similar. Obviously, in the Phantom of the Opera, as I read in the summary, like the childhood sweetheart of Christine comes in, and the whole like drama happens, that whole thing. But that obviously that doesn't happen here. But part of it was kind of, I guess, influenced by it, and I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Like I'm guessing that Ayan probably got the idea of burning her own face and putting on the mask from the Phantom of the Opera in itself, maybe, because that was similar to what she did. The story of Phantom of the Opera, the Phantom's whole situation was similar to hers, where both of them, like their face were, So yeah, I don't know, maybe. Anyways, but yeah, that was the whole thing. And what else? And also, obviously, Zenigata trying to catch Rupan, and Rupan again getting away from Zenigata. And you can see that Zenigata here is a little bit different from the Zenigata we have been accustomed to, I guess you could say, from the usual Rupan series. Um, like, especially the recent Rupan series, Zenigata is very chill. Like, he's extremely chill. Like, but here you can see he's kind of ruthless, but at the same time he does have the whole obsession with Lupin, trying to capture him. So it's a mixture. It's a mixture. This Zenigata is a mixture of the ruthless Zenigata and like the chill Zenigata. It's like in the middle, because in certain sections you can see he's not like hesitant in shooting Lupin directly, while at the same time there's that whole like, I don't know, like that whole like cat and mouse chase thing going on, where like it seems as if he's trying to get Rupan, but at the same time it's like a fun kind of thing, like there were sections that kind of reminded me of that. So yeah, he's like a mixture of the two, um which is interesting. What else? Also, like, I just noticed he doesn't call Zenigata here by Pops. He calls her Zenigata, you know, which is again very interesting. So I'm guessing this, as obviously this is like the first part of Rupan, like where most of the characters met for the first time. So I'm guessing in, obviously, in the latest Rupan series, be it 6, 5, 4, all these Rupan series, 3 as well, I guess, when he calls Zenigata as Pops, like they have like been going, this whole cat and mouse chase has been going on for a long time, and that is why I'm guessing he got way more comfortable with Zenigata and calls her as Pops. While here, at this being like the first few times, maybe, he's just calling him Zenigata. Yeah, so probably that. Okay. So yeah, overall it was a great. Oh, and here as well, I guess we get to see a little bit of Fujiko's past. That weird scene we saw. She was like in a room with, like, I don't know, like what that was. Like, it was like on a sofa or whatever, like a couch, and like a butterfly flew into her mouth. Like, what the, I have no idea. But obviously, like when she stepped on that water, like, as they said, like the water reminds and washes away the past or whatever. So I'm guessing that is Fujiko's past. So yeah, like, you know what, let's wait. Like, this is one thing that I feel like hasn't properly been revealed. I've seen a lot of characters like in Rupan. Most of them, there's past, I feel like I've kind of seen, some way or the other in different series. Fujiko's, however, is still a mystery. I don't know if her past had already been revealed. Maybe in Rupan 1 and 2 and 3. Not 1. I've watched Rupan 1 completely, as far as I can remember. Yeah. Um, 2 and 3. Maybe in 2 and 3 I didn't completely watch it, so maybe like maybe in one of those episodes they have actually revealed Fujiko's past and I don't know about it. But like this is Lupin we're talking about. Like here, like there's a lot of like like different like pasts of different characters, like in a different, like it's not like really connected in any way. Like each Lupin series tells the story in a different way, having different things that have happened. So I do remember in season one there was like a few episodes where they did show Fujiko's past a little bit. There was like, I remember there was like a person that she worked with in season one. I remember that there was like that whole thing where he tried to bring back Fujiko, but Rupan's like something happened. I don't remember exactly properly what happened, but there was a part where they kind of showed a little bit of Fujiko's past. There was one person that she worked with, as far as I can remember, but then something happened, and like like they split up. And then when in season one Rupan comes in the equation, that person tries to get Fujiko back, and Rupan has to deal with him. That whole thing, I do remember that. So that was, I guess, one part of the past. But again, in a few other episodes, like we have seen a little bit of Fujiko's past, but not clearly. So maybe this particular series will give us a better insight on Fujiko's past. Like they'll tell us in a more clearer way. Let's see. And yeah, so there you go. That was this episode. Great episode. Like I said, this is probably my most favorite episode out of all the 4 episodes I've seen. There's still a lot to go, so let's see. All right, now I'm going to talk about this episode scene by scene, like I usually do. In the beginning of the episode, we get to see the Phantom, and that was Ayan. That wasn't him, that guy. I forgot his name, but that was Ayan because she was singing, you know, in the catacombs or whatever. Not catacombs, but that place. She was like walking and singing with the lantern. That was Ayan. Okay, that was the original Phantom. And then comes like the whole Fujiko's like scene, and that part surprised me. I wasn't expecting Zenigata. Anyways, like Oscar comes in, and Oscar is like, "The hell are you guys doing?" Those two like police officers, and obviously he or she, I'm not really sure if that's a boy or a girl. He's very pissed, and like obviously because Zenigata's So yeah, and then we get to see that Zenigata and Fujiko are talking, and Zenigata tells her that you have a job to do. The job is that like there is Ayan Maya, this lady. Okay, I'm gonna read this part because I feel like I've forgotten this part. Not forgotten, but it like I need to read this again to properly understand. Isn't that the masked opera singer? Okay, she's a dramatic soprano virtuoso. Her voice and performance was said to be from the heavens. Most of her face was burned away in there you go. Unfortunate accident. Right. I heard it was the work of an over enthusiastic fan. Now this part really confused me because they showed the poison like thing like falling. I'm like, what the hell is this scene? What's happening? Now I understand what that was. It was like them showing us what happened to Aya, where she burned her own face. So Fujiko says, I heard that was the work of an over enthusiastic fan. So that is the rumors that is going around that it was a fan who did it. Since then, she has worn a mask during all of her performances. A mask studded with precious jewels. Its worth is easily equal to that of a small country. Okay, so here we go. So this is the whole thing. Zenigata's like, look at this. Shows her like a note where it was written like Lupin's call card. Lupin was like, I'm going to come and take that. Typical Lupin. And Zenigata's like, we're going to use this. You will go there, be there, and lure out Lupin. I'm sure Lupin is going to get lured out if you're there. Also, after you lure out Lupin, I'm going to go and capture him. That was the plan. And I think Zenigata literally didn't care if Fujiko took the crown with her or not. He didn't care. All he wanted was Lupin. So I'm pretty sure, if this was successful and Fujiko got the crown, I'm sure Zenigata would have been like, whatever, you can keep it. Kind of like that. I doubt he would have done anything. He literally didn't care about the crown. So Fujiko also realized that, you know what, this is a great like opportunity to get the crown on my hand, and since Zenigata probably won't really stop me from getting it, like yeah, it'll be good. And also another thing, like I said, you see, like I said this before, Zenigata here is a little bit different from the usual Zenigata that we know. If this was the Zenigata that I know from season 4, 5, 6, he definitely wouldn't have like let Fujiko take the crown. Yeah, he's definitely very passionate about capturing Lupin. But the Zenigata we have seen in the latest few episodes, seasons, he is also very what's that word? Very law-abiding, or like has a big sense of justice. So yeah, he's going to capture Lupin, but at the same time, if like a crime is happening, he's not going to let that happen. Especially if it's someone like Fujiko getting her hands on a crown, which is literally like millions and millions of like worth. So if this was that Zenigata, he definitely would have been not probably wouldn't have like made this deal with Fujiko, because like Fujiko would definitely get her hands on the crown. And if Zenigata lets that happen, or you know what, if this was the current Zenigata, he probably would have used Fujiko to get his hand on Lupin, but at the same time he would in the end try to get back the crown as well. He wouldn't let Fujiko keep it. But here I got that feeling that like he literally didn't care about the crown. He himself says it, that I don't care about the crown, all I care about is getting you, Lupin. But this wouldn't be happening if this was the previous Zenigata. Not previous, but the latest Zenigata. Like that's what I don't know, that's what I think, at least, because I've seen a lot of Zenigata in the like recent seasons, and he's definitely not like this. Like yeah, he definitely wants to capture Lupin, he's extremely obsessed with it, but he definitely isn't that obsessive that he's going to let a crime happen in front of him, and let it go. No, he's not like that. So yeah, again, this is another difference, I guess you could say. Here this version of Zenigata is a more like Lupin obsessed, and a very much more, I guess you could say, goal driven or ambition driven cop. He's not like a justice, like driven, is that a word, like he's not like a person who's driven for, who's going towards justice, or like who's driven through justice. He's more of like a goal driven person here. To complete his goal, he's going to do anything, that kind of thing, I think. Right. Okay, so another thing Zenigata says, this another interesting thing that is like in the rumors, the mask is supposedly a courtship gift from the ghost that haunts Generia Palace. Okay, that is also okay. I see. So that was the rumors. That is why nobody would try to get their hands on the mask. Keeping the identity of that girl, Nora or whatever her name was, safe. So yeah, that's what's going on. So they made like Ayan like burnt her face. Made like a stand-in for her who would sing her songs, and always keep on the mask. Not only that, like they spread a rumor that, oh, this is a courtship gift from the Phantom to the to Ayan, and obviously like making this like a rumor made people hesitate trying to get their hands on the mask, keeping the identity safe, I think. But you know what? One thing I don't understand here: why did they need to like make that particular mask as a mask that is going to hide high identity? Couldn't they just make a normal mask? I feel like that would have been a lot more less problematic. Like the reason why like they had to make all these rumors and everything, was to stop anyone from getting their hands on that mask. And since the mask was that expensive, as Zenigata said, it's like literally like the cost of a country or whatever. So instead of putting that mask, which is like in a high risk of getting stolen and identity getting revealed, couldn't they just have used a normal mask, which I don't think anyone would have cared to get their hands on? The fact that they made that particular mask the mask was the reason why everyone, like Lupin, came here to snatch it. If this was like a normal, I don't know, like a plastic or like something like like a plastic mask or something, I don't think anyone would have cared, and they could have kept the identity way more, like, like in the like a more secret. I don't know, that part I'm not really understanding, because we saw in the end they literally didn't care about the money. They just threw it in the thing. So it's not about its monetary value as well. So why did they make that particular mask? Like, I guess probably, but again, it doesn't make sense. If their goal was to hide the identity, they didn't need to make that mask the particular mask. They could have used any other mask, and like, uh, I don't know. Anyways, so right. So after that, so yeah, this is Zenigata's goal, trying to get Lupin, and Fujiko will be the bait that's going to lure Lupin out. And Fujiko obviously has her own intentions of getting her hands on the mask. So like, yeah, everything coincided. So Fujiko went off to catch Lupin, and Oscar was like, "Are you sure to trust her?" And Zenigata's like, "Yeah, it takes a thief to catch a thief," and yeah, there you go. So after that, we are here. Fujiko's here in like a disguise kind of thing, and yeah, and this guy's like taking Fujiko everywhere and like showing her the places, and they come across the place where like the Lethe River. Okay, it runs through the city, but as you can see, it is dry now. There you go. Back when water ran through it, people called it Lethe, a river in ancient Greek legend. River that can allow you to forget your past by washing it away. There you go. This is important because later we get to see this whole thing. So they come to the backstage, like, and again you can see like the whole like rumors of the ghost of the opera and everything is going around. It's written, "Do not get caught in the shadows," especially because like they have been spreading these rumors to keep their identity safe. Um, so yeah, this guy, I forgot his name. He's saying that, oh, General Palace loves Ayan and is virtuoso. Okay, Darinzo, that's his name. And he's like, oh, Lupin 3 is like doing like a very bad thing. He's going to get haunted by the ghost or whatever. So yeah, there you go. After that, we meet Ayan, or Fujiko meets Ayan. Fujiko's just there, and she sees the mask and everything, and you can see Lupin keeping an eye on this whole situation using the drone camera or whatever. So after that, they are performing on the stage, and yeah, Ayan, or the fake Ayan, obviously comes in, and she's performing her parts. Fujiko comes in as like her, I don't know, like her caretaker or whatever, like, yeah, and she's also there performing. And then that guy comes in on a horse, and the horse is Rupan. I love this part where the horse literally throws him out, grabs grabs Fujiko and just trots away. Everyone's confused. It's like, what the hell is happening here? And this girl, like Ayan or whoever, like like Nora or whatever her name was, she like salvages the situation, and she's like, oh, like like continues the whole like play. Now Rupan is there, and Rupan's like, oh, Fujiko, you're here, like, and while they're having their conversation, she screams, Ayan. And this is what I'm saying. The fact I was so like like I don't know, like confused, not confused, but I was so like suspicious here. She screamed literally like moments ago from the chandelier falling down. Like, so it seemed as if she knew that the chandelier is going to drop there. She screamed way ahead of the chandelier dropping down. She screamed and then the chandelier dropped down. I'm like, what the hell is that? Like, how, what? So yeah, as we get to know in the end, this was all pre-planned. They had the whole thing, like they made the mark and everything, and Darenzo told her that, oh, you're supposed to go there, stand there, and I'm going to drop the chandelier, and it's going to make everyone feel like, oh, the ghost is here, that kind of thing. So that was all like part of the plan, and that is why like she screamed way before the chandelier dropped down. She screamed and then the chandelier dropped down. Like, what the hell? Or maybe that was like a cut in the scene. Maybe that is why, that's how it seems like to us as audience. Maybe it happened at the same time. I don't know. Anyways, That happens, and like they put the spotlight, and you can see that Darenzo's there, and he's like, oh, like I'm gonna come and take Ion, something like that. He says and rushes away. Zenigata shoots, and yeah, the cloak drops down and he's gone. So in the cloak it's written Tosca is mine. Um, so yeah, right. So to make this situation like a little bit more, I guess like and everyone would freak out seeing this. Ayan, or like her name, like I said, I forgot her name. She keeps continuing the play, and at that point of time I was like, damn, she's very like like she has very strong nerves. Even after all of that, she keeps continuing to play the play, bruh. But in the end we get to know this was all part of the plan, so she knew this was going to happen, and yeah, she practiced for it. So yeah, it makes sense, like yeah. So anyways, she keeps continuing the play, and yeah, there you go. And then after that she like falls unconscious. Okay, so they take her in, and everyone's like, oh, will you be able to play? And she's like, oh, I don't know, like I can at least sing, that at least I can do. So Zenigata's like, oh, come on, Fujiko, like this part is so funny. When she grabs when he grabs her, like, and she makes the noise. I was like, why did he do that? But I just realized he says in the end, he did that to to figure out Fujiko's pitch. How like she can like raise her voice. So by doing that, he kind of like like realized that, oh, she can play the part of Ayan pretty well, because they have like the similar kind of pitch. Obviously, Fujiko cannot sing, that obviously everyone knows. Only on that point of time they're going to switch Fujiko with Ayan. However, the normal play part, Fujiko can do it. That's why he did that, to figure out whether Fujiko can like like, oh my god, that's funny. Right. Okay, one thing. Oh wait, I didn't realize this. The mask that they put on Fujiko was a fake one. Oh, I completely missed this. Wait a minute. So okay, Zenigata says they're about the same size. If she wears the fake mask, yeah, because it makes sense. Fujiko was putting on that mask, and then when Ayan would be switched in, Ayan would have the original mask. So it makes sense there were two masks. So the one Fujiko was wearing was a fake one. Okay, okay. Alright, that makes sense. Um okay. Right. So this part is funny. Again, like I said, Zenigata's like, when Oscar's like, oh, are you sure she'll be able to do it? Zenigata's like, oh, I'm telling you, she's a great actress capable of hitting the high notes even when she's not feeling much of anything. And Fujiko's like, oh, that was that obvious? So she faked that as well, the whole screen thing. Oh my god. Okay, so here you can see Lupin has the headpiece of like Ayan, and as we saw, like later on, he says the headpiece had the frequency, the vibration, which brought in the beats. So okay, now the play kind of starts. Fujiko's playing the play, like of the lead actress, and there's like a little like a trap door, and all this part of like like the whole plan. And then suddenly the thing drops down, and Fujiko's like, "What the hell is happening?" Like it's happening quickly, isn't it? It's supposed to happen a little bit later, but this was um. Wait, just a minute. Wait, who did this? Oh, this was Ayan, wasn't not Ayan, but Darenzo. He was the one who did this, didn't he? Yeah. Okay, I was trying to figure out if this was Rupan who did it or was it it was Lorenzo, I think. Yeah, he brings her down and brings out the iron or the fake iron out, and now here Fujiko realizes what's going on when she finds the note. Okay, just a minute. Yeah, Fujiko finds out the note. Move to the fifth taped mark on your right. There you go. So here's where Fujiko realizes that, oh, these two are working together. Like Darenzo and Ayan. So something fishy is going on. They knew the chandelier is going to drop down, and this was part of their plan. Yeah, he had moved. He had Ayan move to the designated point. He made it look her life was in danger when it actually wasn't. Yeah. And Fujiko's like, in that case, the ghost of the opera, like, yeah, she's trying to figure it out. And here you can see the phantom saying, like, I will not let you put a hand on Ayan's mask. And again, this part, at this point of time, I still wasn't sure what's going on, but I was kind of thinking, like, it was a bit suspicious how he was saying that I'm not going to let you lay a finger on Ayan's mask, not Ayan, but the mask. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. So right, so here the whole play starts, and like the play is playing. Darenzo drops down, and he's like acting the phantom as the phantom of the opera, and he's like, oh, like Ayan is mine, and like, kind of and then the bees come in, and this was unexpected. Obviously, they like Darenzo wasn't expecting this, but as Rupan says, they have like a headpiece which like had the certain frequency, and that is why the mask, like that is why the beast came in. And obviously at this point of time, she had to take out the mask. The mask drops down. Okay, this is the original mask, the one that Fujiko was wearing, the fake one. This is the original one. Okay, so everyone's like, wait, that's not Ayan. So yeah, that's Nora. She worked as a stagehand here 5 years ago. and Nora's like, Darenzo-san, like, what can I do? What should I do? Fujiko tries to grab the mask. Darenzo grabs it and rushes off. And then Zenigata starts shooting, like, like Rupan, and starts chasing Rupan while Darenzo rushes off. And Oscar tries to get hold of Darenzo. So Oscar and Fujiko temporarily teams up. But Fujiko cannot run properly because of the dress. While over there, Zenigata's confronting Rupan, and Rupan's like, oh, like, like, is it okay to leave the mask? And he's like, I don't care. All that I want is to capture you, Rupan. And he shoots Rupan a few times. And yeah, and he says, like, my blood is telling me to capture you. And, because obviously he's part of I forgot his ancestor's name, it's part of their, like, like the lineage, which is, like why he wants to get Rupan, obviously. Rupan being part of the Arsene Rupan family. So while all of this is happening, oh, that part was funny where he shoots Rupan, and like, like that happens a little bit later. Okay, before that, Fujiko comes across the lead at the river kind of thing, and here is where she suddenly remembers, or something of her past probably like flashes in front of her eyes. And this part was, I have to say, this part was very, like, well, I guess you could say artistically, like, depicted, or whatever you say, like the way the artistic style that they did it, like, like the butterflies, the color scheme and everything. Like I said, this really reminded me of the whole Madoka Magica style. Yeah, and Fujiko, I don't know what the hell happened here. She like opened her mouth, and like a butterfly flew in her mouth. And here is where someone comes and grabs her throat, which was obviously Darenzo. Now, Zenigata's trying to capture Rupan, and Zenigata shoots him, and then like a lot of blood comes out. I'm like, what is happening? And then I realized that Rupan's actually pumping blood, like, he has probably has a blood packet or something there. And drenches Zenigata completely in blood. And then Oscar comes out, and like Zenigata falls down, and Oscar's like, oh my god, Inspector, you're drenched in blood. And he's like, oh my god. Wait, no, wait a minute. What is? Oh, he's like, oh, what a decadent beauty, and he's like, oh no, wait, no, that's not what I'm supposed to say here. Please wake up, Inspector. His voice, Oscar's voice. Wait a minute. Um, I think someone mentioned it in the one of the previous comments. Who his voice actor is? I again forgot. Aaron's voice, isn't it? Yeah, I was like, where have I heard the voice? Aaron. Goddamn Aaron. Oh. Okay, so then we switch back to Fujiko again, and if we see Darenzo like grabbing Fujiko's throat, he wants to silence her because obviously he knows the identity and all that. So then another ghost comes out, you know, and that was the original Ayan, and everything starts making sense now. And Darenzo and Ayan hug, and after that you can see they have a freaking room in the catacombs, having like a whole ass family here. And she's like, oh, it's pretty nice, isn't it? We live here peacefully, you know. Okay, so she says like the reason I had to do this is because we had to like a lot of people opposed our love. I wanted to be with him, and even if it meant losing my fame and songs, right? Um, and then she says, I saw the talent of a stagehand named Nora, and it makes sense. She taught her. That's why she can sing as good as Ayan. Nora. Yeah, I nurtured her as Ayan, and that day I burned my own face, you know, to yeah put on the mask and fake the whole thing. Right. I helped Nora achieve a dream, and I also got my dream. So, you know, like everything worked out. No one would bother us here. I would continue to perform, and we would keep continuing to play the whole Phantom of the Opera. And Fujiko's like, yeah, I understand you live for love, but I cannot understand how you could abandon so much brilliant lights, the stage, and everything to hiding in the graveyard. And yeah, in the end, like, Dinosaur's like, oh, we don't need this mask. Throws it in the fire, and Fujiko's like, the hell did you do? Like, you know, like you could have given it to me if you didn't need it. And I'm also like, yeah, come on, man. If you're going to destroy it, just give it to Fujiko or Lupin, whoever. Like, you know, like just don't. Yeah, like we understand you don't need money or fame or anything, but I'm sure someone else needs it and wants it. Just give it to them, man. Come on. But anyways, I guess that was like a like a way they kind of showed us how like how Fujiko and these guys are so different, from each other. Where Fujiko, as she said, that I cannot believe that you're living here, getting away from fame, money, and everything. You're living for love. I cannot understand that because Fujiko is literally the opposite, and and that's very interesting because like I don't know, like even though you see that like in like here in this version of Fujiko is like the first like like the before she met Rupan kind of like Fujiko, but we've seen multiple times in the recent seasons that like yeah obviously she's very like like always trying to get her treasure and everything, but there were certain episodes where she did like give up the treasure for something else, like for something more important, and so yeah, the fact that she cannot understand these two, but later on she herself little by little, after coming in the influence of Rupan and his crew, little by little she also kind of, not too much but at least a little bit becomes like that. Not too much. Like I said, Fujiko's still the Fujiko. Even in the latest season, she doesn't bat an eyelid to betray Rupan. But in actual serious moments, we have seen her, like abandon her like treasure for something more, and yeah, something like that. I don't know. Anyways, and then Rupan comes in as well, and oh wow, I'm just looking at these two now. Ayan and Fujiko, they literally look the same. What the hell? They look the same except with the hair, like the hairstyle. My God. Right. So Rupan comes in. Rupan's like, come on, man. You burned it. Like, come on. And yeah, and Ayan is like, oh, like another guest. You care to dine with us? and it ended there. It was written to be continued, so I'm guessing this is going to continue in the next episode. So let's see how this goes. So that was it, guys. That was my reaction to episode number 4 of Lupin the Third, the woman called Fujiko Mine. Oh my god, excuse me. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Lupin the Third, the woman called Fujiko Mine. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.